Okay. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillahi wahdahu wassalatu wassalamu ala man la nabiyya ba'da. Amma ba'du. Fassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So Alhamdulillah, we're done with our midterms examination. And this also means that we are halfway done with our book, Al-Arabiyyatu Bayna Yadayk, Book 2. So we're done with the first 8 chapters. Now we will be proceeding with the next 8 chapters, inshallah. And we will, inshallah, finish particularly the three subjects in this book. Al-Hiwar, dialogues, conversation, then the reading comprehension part. And lastly, the essay writing. So let me share my screen. So here, I have observed that you still have so many outputs that you need to submit. So please double time and make um, try and submit all your missing outputs, assignments, activities, and quizzes. So I have already uploaded your this week's activity and assignment. You can see it here. So conversation and reading exercises, then guided articulation and free reading. Okay. So let me continue with our discussion on the grammar rules or grammar observations. We're done with chapter 7 and 8. So now we'll proceed with chapter 9 and 10. Okay. So Alhamdulillah, I hope you can see my screen. I have shared here. Our topic now is here ملاحظة نحوية, grammar observation, إعراب الفعل المضارع. إعراب الفعل المضارع. So our discussion will be about the imperfect tense of the verb. So just a quick review. In Arabic language, the grammar rules in Arabic language, or the Arabic language has 3 types of words or 3 parts of speech. That's ism, fi'al, and harf. Noun, verb, and particles. Then the verbs have 3 tenses. Al-fi'al, the verb in Arabic language, have 3 tenses. That's fi'al madi, past tense. Then fi'al mudari', imperfect tense. And then fi'al amr, that's imperative tense. Fi'al madi, the action was already perfected. That's why it's called perfect tense. It is translated in English as perfect tense. Then fi'al mudari', the action was not yet perfected. So it's either being done or will be done in the future. So under imperfect tense or fi'al mudari', we have it can either be present tense or future tense. Then in imperative tense, fi'al amr, so that's a command. So i'rab means the ending sign, ending vowel of a fi'al mudari' is not static, it's dynamic, it changes. It changes from one vowel to another. So fi'al mudari' accepts 3 types or 3 cases. 3 cases, 3 ending signs, or yes, 3 ending signs. That's First is فعل a nominative case مرفوع. That's the default مرفوع nominative case, meaning it ends with a ضمة. It ends with ضمة. Then the second one is accusative case منصوب منصوب. So the فعل مضارع, the imperfect tense of the verb, ends with a fatha, and this happens when a tool for nasb, accusative case, no, accusative tool like an and lan, as we have discussed before. If you can go back and revise our previous lessons. Then there's also what we call jussive case or jazm, majzum. This happens when the fi'al mudari' ends with a sukun. So again, let me repeat. Fi'al mudari' only has three cases. Marfu', nominative case. Mansub, accusative case. Majzum, jussive case. So if it's marfu', if it's nominative case, it usually ends with a dhamma. And this is the default form of fi'al mudari', the imperfect tense of the verb. Then next is mansub or accusative case. So usually the ending sign is fatha, fatha. So when an imperfect tense of the verb fi'al mudari ends with a fatha, it's in accusative case or mansub. Usually this happens when a particle has preceded the fi'al mudari, the imperfect tense of the verb. So an example of these particles are an and lan. Then third case of a fi'al mudari, imperfect tense of the verb, is when it ends with a sukun. So this case is called jussive case or majzum, majzum. So it ends with a sukun. So this happens when the fi'al mudari, the imperfect tense of the verb, is preceded by a tool of jazm. A tool of jazm, a jussive tool. So like lam and la and nahiya. Lam, this is the negative, la, lam. Then la and nahiya, this is the forbidding la. Okay, I hope that's clear. So let me read the rule here. This is the rule, this inside the box. So i'rabul mudari'. So how we classify the cases of imperfect tense of the verb. Yunsabu ينصب المضارع إذا سبق بأداة نصب مثل أن ولن. ينصب. So the imperfect tense of the verb is the imperfect tense of the verb or the mudari becomes mansub. We give it, or it is in the accusative case إذا سبق بأداة نصب, if it is preceded by a tool of nasb like an and lan. An and lan. We will give examples later. ويجزم المضارع إذا سبق بأداة جزم مثل لم ولا الناهية. And it becomes majzum, it becomes jussive case if it is preceded by a tool of jazm like lam and la الناهية, the forbidding la. ويرفع المضارع إذا لم يسبق بأداة نصب أو جزم. And it becomes marfu', nominative case, when it has not been preceded by any tool of nasb and jazm. So meaning it's in default form, No other tools or no other particles preceded it. So here are the examples. Let us read. Udrus walahib. Study and observe. Al-mansub. Al-mansub. This is the accusative case. Accusative case. So again, mansub. When we say mansub, usually or generally, most of the time, the sign, the ending vowel of it is that it ends with fatha. Fatha, mansub. When you say mansub, the accusative case. Example, a verbal sentence, because we're talking about verbs. Uridu an ata'allama al-arabiyyata. Uridu an ata'allama al-arabiyyata. So here the verb ata'allama. This is the first person imperfect tense of the verb. Uridu, I want. An ata'allama, I want to learn Arabic. I want to learn the Arabic language. Uridu an ata'allama al-arabiyyata. So here, ata'allama ends with the fatha because of this particle an, this one. An ata'allama. Uridu an ata'allama al-arabiyyata. This an is resorted to usually when you use two verbs succeedingly. So here the first the first verb is uridu, I want. I want. So the second verb ata'allama, learning, no, learn. I want to learn, so I learn. So you cannot use it directly without having or without using this particle an. So what the function of this is that it makes the verb like a noun. So it makes it like a noun. So parang ginagawa niyang noun yung verb. Uridu an ata'allama. So nagiging kaya pag tinranslate natin, I want to learn Arabic language. So this is translated as to. Uridu an ata'allama al-arabiyyata. I want to learn the Arabic language. Another example. لن تصل الرسالة اليوم. لن تصل الرسالة اليوم. لن means never. Never will the message or letter arrive today. لن تصل الرسالة اليوم. So the letter will not or will never arrive today. لن تصل الرسالة اليوم. So تصل, you see a fatha there. That's mansub. That's accusative case because of this lan. So when a imperfect tense of the verb in mudari is preceded by this particle lan, which means never, negative, it becomes mansub, it becomes accusative case. Lan tasila risalatul yawma. I hope that's clear. Now we will proceed with al-majzum, the jussive case. Majzum, it means that the verb will end with a sukun. The sign of jazm is sukun. Wa alamatu jazmihi as-sukun. Okay, so again, the imperfect tense of the verb becomes majzum, ends with the sukun when it is preceded by particles like the negative lam and the la and nahya, the forbidding la. So here, let us read this. Lam a'mal hatta al-an. Lam a'mal hatta al-an. I have not worked, or I did not work until now. I have not worked until now. I did not work until now. Lam a'mal hatta al-an. Oh. Lam, another function of lam, aside from making the imperfect tense of the verb end with a sukun and with the sukun, it also converts the verb into past tense, into perfect tense. Lam a'mal hatta al-an. I did not work until today. So lam usually translated as did not or didn't. Then second one, la tusafir gadan. La tusafir gadan. Don't travel tomorrow. Don't travel tomorrow. So this is sukun. La tusafir gadan. Don't travel tomorrow. Okay, so this is the forbidding la. So you're talking to a person, so that person, you're forbidding them to do something. Then this is the default al-marfu'. Al-marfu', the nominative case. So if a verb, imperfect tense of the verb has not been preceded by any uh, huruf, or what we call tools or particles, it is in its default form. So it will end with dhamma. It will end with dhamma. So let us read the examples. يقرأ محمد القرآن. يقرأ محمد القرآن. يقرأ محمد القرآن. Muhammad reads the Quran. يقرأ. يشرب. يشرب المريض الدواء. يشرب المريض الدواء. The patient, the sick, drinks the medicine, or takes the medicine. يشرب. Okay, so it ends with ضم المرفوع. Okay, hope that's clear. Okay, so the exercise, اضبط الفعل المضارع بالشكل كما في المثال. So you just put a vowel or a sign, a diacritical mark, diacritical sign, either fatha, dhamma, or sukun. So we have the example here. جاء الإسلام بأساليب لم يعرف مثلها العرب. So, Islam came with methods, with ways that that the Arab know nothing like it, know nothing similar to it. Lam ya'rif misla. So it, because of lam, the verb ya'rif ends with a sukun. I hope that's clear. Okay, now we will proceed with the next topic, mulahadatun nahwiyah, grammar observation. Bina'ul fi'lil madi. So bina is the opposite of i'rab. I'rab means it is not static, it's dynamic. The ending vowel is dynamic. So here, bina mabniyun. Mabni or bina means it is static. It doesn't change. Whatever happens, the ending sign, the ending mark, the critical mark or the sign is still the same. Okay. Bina'ul fi'lil madi. So fi'l madi is the perfect tense of the verb. Perfect tense, the past tense. The action was already perfected. Okay. Here. يبنى الفعل الماضي على الضم إذا اتصلت به واو الجماعة. يبنى الفعل الماضي, the perfect tense of the verb becomes static, becomes static with dhamma. So it becomes it's like always. It becomes always dhamma إذا اتصلت به واو الجماعة. If it is connected with wawul jama'ah, the plural waw. So perfect tense meaning it's in third person and plural, third person masculine plural. Okay, jama'a means plural, so wawul jama'a. Wayubna ala sukun, and it becomes static or fixed with sukun, ending with sukun, idha tasalat bihi ta'ul fi'li, ta'ul fa'ili. If it is connected with ta'ul fa'il, the ta of doer, the subject ta. This is a attached pronoun. Aw na'ul fa'ilin, or the na of the doers. Fa'ilin, plural. Plural first person. We. No, we. Na'ul fa'ilin. Aw nunan niswa. Nunun niswa. The noon of feminine. Plural noon of feminine. Feminine plural of noon. Okay. So if the perfect tense of the verb it becomes static or become fixed with sukun if it is connected with ta'ul fa'il, the doer ta, and the na'ul fa'ilin, the doers na, so plural lang doer dyan. Wa nunun niswa, the feminine nun, feminine plural feminine nun. Wa yubna 'ala al-fathi fima 'ada dhalik, and it becomes fixed with fatha, fima 'ada dhalik. So outside all of these cases, it becomes fatha. So this is the default of sign. Default, it is fixed with fatha, the imperfect tense of the verb. The imperfect tense of the verb, or rather the perfect tense, I'm sorry. Fi'il madi, the perfect tense of the verb is fixed with fatha ending. That's the default. So these are the exemptions that we have mentioned earlier. Okay, now we will see examples. No? Udrus walahid. Udrus walahid. Study and observe. So the first one is these are examples of mabniyun ala dhamm. Mabniyun ala dhammi. So it is fixed with dhamma or static with dhamma. Mabni, fixed with dhamma. Sana'ul marakibah. Sana'u al-marakibah. So they have crafted, they have manufactured marakib, transportation tools. Mga sasakyan, marakib. Sana'u. So they have crafted, they have manufactured transportation tools. Marakib. Markab, this is a plural of markab, which means can mean car or anything that can be used for transportation. So here we will say that sana'u is a fi'l madi. It is a fi'l madi mabniyun ala dhammi bittisalihi biwawil jama'ah. Littisalihi biwawil jama'ah. So this is sana'u is a perfect tense of the verb fixed with dhamm, fixed upon dhamm because it is connected with wawul jama'ah, the plural waw. Sana'u. They have crafted, they have manufactured transportation tools. Transportation tools like cars and etc. Next, An-nasu tahaddathu anishabaka. An-nasu tahaddathu anishabaka. People talked about the internet. People talked about the internet. So تحدثوا is also مبني على الضم, fixed upon ضمة, because it is connected with واو الجماعة, the plural واو. الطلاب حصلوا على جوائز. الطلاب حصلوا على جوائز. The students achieved or gained, حصلوا, achieved prizes. So so ang mga estudyante ay nagkamit ng mga premyo. So حصلوا is also a mabniyun ala الضم. Okay. Next, fazu. So may nawawalang wow rito. No? May wow dito. Fazu fil musabaqa. Fazu. May missing wow dito. No? May wow dapat dyan. Fazu fil musabaqa. They won the contest. They won the competition. Fazu. Okay. Najahu fil imtihan. They passed. They passed the examination, al-imtihan. Okay, I hope that's clear. صنعوا المراكب. الناس تحدثوا عن الشبكة. الطلاب حصلوا على جوائز. فازوا في المسابقة. نجحوا في الامتحان. Now we will proceed with the مبني على السكون. مبني على السكون. So it is fixed upon sukun. Fixed upon sukun. مبني على السكون. So it is fixed upon sukun if it is connected with the doer ta, the male doer ta, the plural doers na, and the female plural nun. Female plural nun. So here it is. Example. Jalastu huna. Jalastu huna. Jalastu huna. I sat here. So, to is an attached pronoun, which means the doer. I. Jalastu. I sat here. Umupo ako dito. Hadarta mutaakhiran. Hadarta mutaakhiran. So you arrived late. You arrived late. Dumating ka. So ta here is also the doer, but it ends with fatha, of course. Hadarta mutaakhiran. You arrived late. So mapapansin nyo dito sukun, no? Before the attached pronoun, the perfect tense of the verb ends with a sukun. That's why it is called mabniyun ala sukun, fixed upon sukun. The next, qara'ti kathiran. Qara'ti kathiran. You have read a lot. You feminine. Ti is second person feminine. That's you feminine, you female, read a lot. Qara'ti kathiran. Okay, next. Katabna ad-darsa. Katabna ad-darsa. We wrote na. We wrote the lesson. Again, you can see the sukun there. We wrote the lesson. Next. Al-banatu shakarna Allah. Al-banatu shakarna Allah. The girls, the daughters, the girls thanked Allah. Thank Allah. So this is third person feminine plural. No? Na. شكرنا. Okay. شكرنا. البنات شكرنا الله. Hope that's clear. So here, the third table is the default, which means it is fixed upon fatha. Mabniyun alal fath. Mabniyun alal fath. Fixed upon fatha. Okay. كان الناس يسافرون مشيا. كان الناس يسافرون مشيا. The people were traveling by foot. The people were traveling by foot. So kana ends with fatha. So this is fixed upon fatha. Next. صنع. صنع الإنسان المركبات. صنع الإنسان المركبات. The person, the man, the human, created, crafted markabat, small transportation tools. Small transportation tools. ظهرت الوسائل الحديثة. ظهرت الوسائل الحديثة. The modes of transportation, the modern modes of transportation have appeared. So it's still fatha here, dhahara. This ta here is feminine ta, meaning the doer is considered as feminine. ظهرت الوسائل الحديثة. أصبح العالم قرية صغيرة. أصبح العالم قرية صغيرة. وسائل is modes of communication or transportation. أصبح العالم قرية صغيرة. The world has become a small village. The world has become a small village. العالم أصبح العالم قرية صغيرة. With the inventions of new modes of transportation and communication. أخذ الناس يستعملون الحيوانات. أخذ الناس يستعملون الحيوانات. أخذ, so it ends with fatha. So the people started using animals in their transportation. For example, like carriage, horse carriage, a camel, and they're using horse, camel, and etc. as a mode of transportation. Okay, I hope that's clear. Now the exercise here. أسند الأفعال الماضية إلى الضمائر في الجدول واضبط آخر الأفعال بالشكل كما في المثال. So you just attach these verbs in this column, rightmost column, with the pronouns, attached pronouns here, and you put vowels. Example, hadara. So you add ta'ut ta'nith, the feminine ta, becomes hadarat. Then when you add ta'ul fa'il, the doer ta, hadartu. The na'ul fa'ilin, the doers na, hadarna. Then aliful ithnain, the dual alif, hadara. The nunun niswa, hadarna. Then wawul jama'ah, hadaru. So you just do this on the remaining verbs. Hope that's clear. Okay, so let us proceed with the next topic. Mulahadhatun nahwiyah, grammar observation. Udrus walahid, study and observe. So ang topic, alamatul i'rab al-asliyah. Alamatul i'rab al-asliyah. So these are the signs, the marks, no, the default or the original signs or marks, ending marks, ending. So Arab. So these are the default. Asliya means original or default. The original or the default ending marks or signs. So we have the first al-dhamma, dhamma. So these are the vowels. Al-fatha, al-dhamma. So it looks like a small wow. Al-fatha is a small diagonal stroke above the letter. Al-kasra is a small diagonal stroke below the letter. As-sukun is a small circle above the letter. Okay, so these are the alamatul i'rab al-asliyah, the default, the original ending signs of words. So here, the first line is our ism. These are nouns. So nouns can only end in 3 signs. First is dhamma, then fatha, then kasra. A noun will never end with a sukun. A noun will never end with a sukun. The second group of words are verbs. So verbs, particularly, we're talking about the imperfect tense of the verb, also has 3 cases, 3 signs. So the imperfect tense of the verb will never end with kasra. The imperfect tense of the verb will never end with kasra. So we have only dhamma, that's the default one, then fatha, then sukun, ajizum. I hope that's clear. So here, ضع في المربع اسم العلامة الواقعة في آخر الكلمة كما في المثال. Put in the box the name of the sign, the mark, you can find existing at the end of the word, like in the example here. Yadrus, yadrus. So the ending sign is sukun. Here, baita, baita. So the ending sign is fatha, al-fatha. So this is what, al-fatha. I hope that's clear. Fatha. Then lastly, our topic, grammar observation for this session. The last one is the bina'ul fi'l. Bina'u fi'lil amri. Bina'u fi'lil amri. Yes, Mamso. Question?
Ustad, itong mga sinasabi mong sasagutan namin, i-forward din namin.
It is not required, but it is highly recommended that you also review this. It is also here in our Google Classroom. Papansin nyo. So when you are revising, when you are reviewing these topics, these grammar rules, it is highly suggested that you do these exercises.
But not necessary na ipasa namin?
Yes, yes. It is not
Okay.
among the required outputs. It
Okay,
is only
thank you.
highly recommended, not required. Okay, our last topic for today, bina'u fi'lil amri. The fixation, pagiging fixed or static of imperative tense. So we're done with the imperfect tense, fi'l mudari, then fi'l madi. So fi'l mudari, again, what's only dynamic among the tenses of the verb is only the imperfect tense of the verb, the fi'al mudari. The other 2 tenses, the perfect tense and the imperative tense, the fi'l madi and the fi'l amr, both of them are static. They are not dynamic in ending. Kaya tinatawag siyang bina o mabni yun. So ang fi'l mudari, yung imperfect tense of the verb, yun lang ang may i'rab. Yun lang ang may dynamic ang ending. So all the two perfect tense and the imperative tense, sa kanila ay mabni. Mabni yun. They are fixed upon something. Okay, so let's continue. فعل الأمر يفتح آخره قبل ألف الاثنين. So the imperative tense of the verb is fixed on fatha قبل ألف الاثنين if it is connected with the dual alif الاثنين. Kung ang doer, ang kausap mo, ang inuutosan mong gumawa ng isang bagay ay dalawang tao. وَيُضَمُّ آخِرُهُ قَبْلَ وَاوِ الْجَمَاعَةِ, and it becomes static, it becomes fixed upon dhamma if it is connected or connected with the plural waw, like in the fi'l madi, the perfect tense. وَيُكْسَرُ آخِرُهُ قَبْلَ يَاءِ الْمُخَاطَبَةِ, and it becomes fixed upon kasra if it is succeeded or connected with the feminine ya. Ang kausap mo ay babae. Wa yusakkanu akhiruhu qabla nunun niswa. Nunin niswa. So if it is connected with the plural feminine nun. Wa idha lam yusnad ila ayyi dhamirin, and if it is not connected or attached or annexed to any other pronouns. So the default form of a fi'l amr, imperative tense of the verb, is that it should end with sukun. Sukun, that's the default form. وتحذف النون بعد ألف الاثنين وواو الجماعة وياء المخاطبة. So the noons of the alif الاثنين, we know that ani, aini, the alif and nun. When we say dual, it has also always nun, and also the waw al-jamaah, muslimuna, so etc. No? So this waw al-jamaah, the plural waw, the dual alif, and the ya al-mukhataba, like tagsilina, tastayqidina, etc. The ya al-mukhataba, the second person feminine ya. So all of their nouns are removed when they are attached to fi'l amr, to imperative tense. So we will see examples here. Udrus walahid, study and observe. فعل الأمر للمفرد المذكر. فعل الأمر للمفرد المذكر. This is the imperative tense of the verb for singular masculine. Singular masculine. Here, irkab, ride, pautos, sumakay ka, irkab. So you're talking with singular masculine. Unzor, look, tingnan mo. Look, inutusan mo isang tao, nakausap mo. Tingnan mo. Unzor. Tafaddal. Get this. Come here. Get inside. So the tafaddal. So here, if it is singular mufrad, rather singular masculine, it ends with dhamma. The default is, or rather the default is sukun. Sorry. The default is sukun. You can see here. This is the default form of imperative tense. Then if it is singular feminine, al-mufrada al-muannatha, al-mufrada al-muannatha. So kasi ang karamihan kasi rito, or rather pag fi'al amr, pag imperative tense, actually lahat yan second person, no? Kasi inutusan mo, ang kausap mo ay yung kausap mo, no? Second person. So here, this is the second person. Irkabi, sumakay ka, no? Babae ang kausap mo. Irkabi. So you just add ya. Unzuri. Unzuri. Tingnan mo. Tafaddali. Kunin mo o pasok ka. So ito yung pang feminine. You just add ya. Irkabi, unzuri, tafaddali. Al-muthanna, al-mudhakkar, wal-mu'annath. So ito naman ay pang dual, no? Mudhakkar at saka mu'annath. Parehas dito ang masculine and feminine. Irkaba, unzura, tafaddala. Irkaba, unzura, tafaddala. Okay, so it ends with alif. Alif ul ithnain. Then jama'atul dhukur. This is the plural masculine. Lalaki. Or at least may isang lalaki. Plural sila, tatlo pataas. So one of them is masculine. So yun ang kausap mo, inutusan mo. Irkabu, sumakay kayo. Sakay na kayo. Irkabu, ride, no? Go, ride. Unzuru, look. Tingnan nyo. Tingnan nyo. Unzuru, tafaddalu, pasok kayo o kunin nyo. Tafaddalu. So all of this alif here is a sign that this is a wawul jama'ah, not really a part of the fi'al amr. So this is a harf zaid. This is just additional letter. So you don't read that, it's silent. Irkabu, unzuru, tafaddalu. Then jama'atul inath, so plural feminine. Irkabna, unzurna, tafaddalna. Irkabna, sumakay kayo, mga babae, tatlo pataas, no, lahat babae. Unzurna, tingnan nyo. Tafaddalna, pasok kayo, kunin nyo. I hope this is clear. Ito yung mga format pattern ng fi'al amr, ng imperative tense of the verb. So ang exercise here, da' khattan tahta al-khata thumma sahhiha kama fil mithal. You underline the mistake in the sentence, then you correct it. Example, ya muslimuna, o Muslims, so plural to, muslimuna, hafidha ala salati. Hafidha, no, so dual siya. Preserve or hafidha means you protect or you preserve or you always do, no? Ala salah, the prayer. So this is plural. So mali ito, no? Hafidha. Dapat hafidhu. Ya muslimuna hafidhu ala salah. Hafidhu ala salati. Okay, and so on and so forth. So with that, we're done with chapter 9. We will discuss chapter 10 next meeting. So let me just show you the vocabulary for chapter 9. So again, I highly suggest that you refer to this set of vocabulary, Al-Arabiyyatu Bayna Yadayk, book 2. This is chapters up to 16. No? So chapter 9, so if you only if you only give it a time, one chapter a week, you will be able to memorize this. You will be able to master this vocabulary, these sets of words, nouns and verbs. So ito ang chapter 9. So these are the verbs that have been used, new verbs. Ittafaqa, yattafiqu, ittafiq, ittifaqun. So there's a madi, perfect tense, mudari, imperfect tense, perfect tense, imperfect tense, then amr, imperative tense. So you use this, and try to memorize this at least one chapter a week. So the next one is these are the nouns. So you have the mufrad and jama, the singular and the plural. These are very easy. So that I hope that you refer to it. Everything you need for the for you to understand the book Al-Arabiya Benedict book 2 is here. No? May mga videos din dito, no? And also ito yung video playlist. Then we also have the audio playlist. So you download it, no? So these are from chapter 9 to 12. So you can do
And
this.
then, okay, yung further edition niya, hindi na gaano mahabol.
Hindi kita naiintindihan. Medyo choppy ka. Can you please repeat that?
Sabi ko, yung ito niya, yung explanation niya na Arabic din. Niliterate na Arabic. Tapos yung hindi namin gaano mahabol. So,
Really? Ito sa playlist?
So, maganda na rin itong YouTube mo na pa-follow namin.
Yeah. Yes. Actually, napakalaking tulong tong video sa YouTube, no? May translated siya sa English. Tapos nandito rin actually, sabi ko nga, yung vocabs nandito rin. Then itong audio, ang function lang nito, for example here, this is from chapter 9 to chapter 12. So ang function nito is for your ears to be familiarized with the words. No, so kung yan, pinapakinggan lang nyo yan once one chapter a week. So malaking tulong pa rin, no? Then you repeat it, no, yung ano bang tawag nila dun sa method of learning, yung parang ifa-follow mo lang siya, shadowing, no? Shadowing yung sinabi nila. So it will help you learning Arabic. Okay, so alhamdulillah. So please, no, refer to this. So now I have also uploaded your activity and assignment for this week. So here you can see activity 9. Read and answer the 2 conversation activities and answer the corresponding exercises after each conversation. So submit your answers here. Read the 2 reading activities and the exercises after each reading activity. You read it and answer it. Then ito naman yung guided articulation, yung pag-writing naman to, no? Essay writing, write an essay with the topic, the old and new means of transportation. And with the help, of course, of the topic that you have read here. Andito siya. Lahat naman to nandito. So, please, try. And try as much as possible that you do some of the activities. So, ito, may nag-submit dito. So, si Azhar. So, try. So, I hope you can give it more time. Malaking tulong. Particularly as Muslims, nagiging hindi lang to option sa Muslims. No? This is Arabic language is wajib upon us. Okay. So, any questions or clarifications? Medyo may sipon lang ako. Okay. Wala na bang tanong? So, if there's none, yes, if there's none, so you may do your activity now, particularly yung activity 9, no? For the remaining time. Kasi ang allocated time naman natin for the subject is 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. So you still have 2 hours. No? You may start doing your activity. So we will end our session here, our synchronous session. But still, ang ating group chat is still open. No? If you have any questions or clarifications, you just send me a message and I'll try to answer your questions or clarification. So if there's no more question or clarification, so let's end here. ونكتفي بهذا القدر اليسير فإن شاء الله نلتقي في الأسبوع القادم فمع السلامة إلى اللقاء في أمان الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. See you next meeting.